mba fana mole ko tonya fo tumo sita mune ko bono mu batiolti bari nyakulu malo kalero kono mu ba kunkolo fangoleti kuno dampa na singo me kuno na fa kuno yo lonne butongo mba fola anyanta fola nyame butongo Mengbe Kering mba fola wala nyama Mengbe Kering ma fola wala nyama muna Mengbe Kering yo ma satala wala nyama muna Mengbe Kering ma fola wala nyama muna Mengbe Kering yo ma satala wala nyama afo pamodu muna sata afo dunia bebe la mai afo pamodu muna sata afo dunia bebe la mai Mengbe Kering ma fola wala nyama muna Mengbe Kering ma satala wala nyama muna Mengbe Kering yo ma fola wala nyama muna Mengbe Kering mbasata la wala nyama afo pamodu munasata afo dunia bebe la mai afo pamodu munasata afo dunia bebe la mai tonya kumodu ndadu muka munkari bande yataye muno kafinyo yataye tonya kumodu ndatu dumbuka munkari bande yataye muno kafinyo yataye afo pamodu munasata afo dunia bebe la mai afo pamodu munasata afo dunia bebe la mai nko nte baba blood nko Mengbe Kering nka fola nyama butungo pamodu afo Mengbe Kering kantun kuma mun ni siringol tide ni abula ka bale wale oy Mengbe Kering nka fo wale nyama
Ngo malon fale nyin kibaro sotole ba bare Abdoulaye Sidibe atemu jaral la baleti me yalon ko afelale brikama Madina filoto anda atedum abenyin jaralo ke kan Gambia janne mensiata sanji muanti anim feng Abdoulaye Sidibe ateka jaralo ke nim minna wala mujiri sulolti andun jama aka wolile kata fo Mali anin dingra kotongolto kata nyin bor sulol nim bor jambol nyini nanje nyin kammala ka jata kende ya sabatinde Abdoulaye Sidibe de aka sasa jamale jara ala nyin jara rol kono bari sasa le min yalon ko specialized agency min faale nyin temboto wala mu nyala fannade nyaadi mode asifa wo sifa fo wulindin finko lombang wala fo cataract lobba ni fotata Abdoulaye Sidibe ya tese min mano na ya jedronga ka lonne ase jara wate tatallala anda manna da wala kulu fetamo asifa wo sifa musol min yalon ko ka sekato soto fanan Abdoulaye Sidibe a bori kende balle wabulu kel min fana yalon ko futuwo ka koleyema Abdoulaye Sidibe da anin bori kende balle nata ka bona mali bara man na da wala de akwaltul min yalon ka le pile fanan soto Abdoulaye Sidibe ka nyenul fanan jibe la yi kiskis ni atara se jarano isaje ko aya dadunje Abdoulaye Sidibe katarale damin wala mutalen denti amadi alla lopitano nyatile wala dami yalon ko tane wotanen anin talata wo talata lokun kono akatara nyendulato bari wokola nin allafta Abdoulaye Sidibe jeda doro albinala birkama Madina filoto nal futata je doro ale jinin karo ke Abdoulaye Sidibe mum muntole hani dindingo se je chodale nole jedum akatara jele tili wo tili fona bota tanengola anin talatola nimme lafta kacha nyoyala nyin kamala ka kukende lo nyin koto ala kumande nin telephone ola 7782504 wala WhatsApp 2693798 Abdoulaye Sidibe nyinna nata kajara mo fen silon ne lafta do kola anyanda kala doku kendoleti sakoninga na bungolo fokaba nyine ya sabu KJ Glass and Aluminium Company Limited inata puru kanda handi kana bungolo kenye bunkendoluti alla sula kuolo ninga nata nying aluminium stainless steel chubolo anila accessories manada wala nyinne security bunda alumini alon ko kabonan toki niewol soron dorong mobu ka wali yele no fay fang bari manada wala fananga bunkono to bunda sotale le ka fomi bedroom doors inila complete frame wall aluminium bunda lo puro alla jonkongolo anin kobotolu puro alla wanyolo kono fengo fenni atara wero le ka doko nganyimbe kale le kabrim famfelendangol lomba alla fan saniyandi dulal to kamol mol kasiminul kan anila joran kotangol be nga flow tailol fanan sutale 30 by 30 and 40 by 40 bare manna da walan kamulun ka wall tailol fanan sutale le nyindi grato do ne nyim fengol sang nga luxury delivery kele wolom ka fengol samba foite fango be dami nga murung nga free installation ke fangol le ka be pose bare fanan ne lafta project financing option na wolom nyindi ko kodo tebulu ise ya adomondi jole nga domondin ke fo janni wato me yalon ko abe banna na nyin ko min be faliyeten ntel fangole kanyinul be topoto Gambia jang walla nin alafta kuma koyo moyla nyin ko beto alnan na kundato latel kunda sabiji bambo garaso nyatile wala aliyata Brikama Gambia College nyatile wala hani bi alin kumandi 9892570 wala +220 7892570 wala hani bi ali email kjglass@hotmail.com.
ñëpp d'accord nañ ne lekk dafa war a baax te sell la moo tax nga war a bàyyi xel si li nga jënda bul seet rek ne damay jënda waaye sooy jëndal Jeja products yoo xam ne amut morom si biir Gambia amal nañ leen tamaate loxoti bu baax chili pepper mooy kaani bu neex te saf te nag amal nañ leen lii di ndox boo xam ne ndox bi set na te sell na amal nañ leen qualité bu baax si suñu bagage si njëg bu yomba pour am yi ma la limal nii si Jeja products demal si suñu marché yi si taabul yi ak bitig yi nekk si biir réew mi yëpp foo dem di nga am lii di Jeja products te yii yëpp nag si biir réew mi fii lañ leen defaree te mu ànd ak qualité fekk ñu si suñu makkaan ba bu nekk Banjul Ding si Mengbe Kering highway bi yaa xam ndax da ngay jënda benn di retail wala wholesale waxtaanal ak suñ customer care service team bi si ndomba yii nii
785
Mengbe Kering
nkafo wole nyama
badi nyinde atebe kodi ma bade te me yaron ko Home Digital FM 99.9 ani Mengbe Kering TV wole nyin sabalena atol mini yaron ko alka safaro le ke fir fegol le bal bu dal lafta ka bin kankula ning alnata Home Digital FM jamu kankular bundal te dami yaron ko ning kankula dunia bele kalong e ka fengo mi wafi ani kama minna ando manna da wala atul mini alon ko project ko bale bulu Gambia banko kanim banko e bantara na lafta mole nyim project ko kalamuta janne modulati alsina kachano dami nka advertisement or kaliyele dami alon ko nse voice kali nga bi mix ngana murung nga eali bara manna da wala ni lafta talk show la dami alon ko business ole be bulu wala project ole be bulu isina sino radio to janne wala itarasiri na online TV ine mole den kachala pour nyin kamala ise ku jama lonje ntelu dum mobundale te me yaron ko ka fahamuro yurwande kanda malu ke kilomoti wala munna lo kankuoti wala ya sabu ibe dawoda ni atara safaro le be bulu do lafta mole kala mutande kana ker nan tarabri kama nema bana laftan command la drongal se fero ke alien commandi plus 220 779 4475 wala plus 220 734 3125 hanside ning altulbe diaspora alsenna WhatsApp command nole plus 44 777 1676 759 wala Mengbe Kering nka fo wala nyama andum fanan nka ke wala nyama Dabos apartment ni sabatital je dorom bane holong hakili tenkumo anin tanko mbali dami wolom banjulun din sate konoti dami yalon ko manjamfa airport la andu minute killing wala benning silaba tema nyindulato dunga bunkono ba sotalele ka fomi master bedroom woni bunkono fula me yalon ko wolom 2 bedrooms ti andun nyim bunkono lu be ibeni fansun jonkongol long nata swimming pool o sotale me yalon ko watu diate ise kuje internet o Gambia problem olonde barin tolla nyindula nga fast internet la soto me yalon ko 24/7 kabo somonda kata fanyon somonda na fenso nga beke electric fenso lati bare man na da wala nga modu fana londi jele min yalon ko wala mo security guards ti pour kaje ko itala tanko be kumayare mbulo kono nyaadile wala badi ngulu na lafta nyin apartment wala kasabati je foynata do ko le labang wala foynata holiday le labang alse booking kenole kan kumandi 727 1887 Dabos apartment mfelale airport obala Dabos apartment nyinne mu dinkirati dame yalon ko ni sabatata je abe mu hakili tenku ngoleti anin tanko wallan kamune batu al ngambore badingolu bading lamoyer lalu anin na bading jiber lalu mobe dawoda kabo Gambia kata fo Gambia e bantala ngal mumela be konton kote ngal tolla anali jamundan senongolu misilmeya kontondirola nemo anin kiso bali kontondiro kola badingolu bi fanan nsale bismillah koten alfansum programo to Mengbe Kering baring Mengbe Kering nkafo wala nyama nga dati wala nyama ba fo kan wala fanan nyama andum fanan Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala la mansabaya to doron mbe kontinela ka banke o doron nenya bar janni mbe dunan na banke to badingolu mbe la filanyin la ka programo datine mansatalla tola kon dalta kala nyamin bismillahir rahmanir rahim kadu ko atolo mansoti mi yalon ko ayen dada ayen bemba adama dada aya adimol fanan dada bara manda wala fengo fenne atra dadata Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala atele ya be dada bare hakilma be sonda nyinna ko Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala de ay minke bemba adama ya na dimolo ni boro la karola amma woke da fen kotamade barin kabirin ay daro ke fa poreta ala da fengol be kono ay bemba adama le kere tombon kake kalifoti nyembanko kan anata murum bemba adama dingol kono ay dolu tombonje ke nibo fisamante yala kador ke annabiyo moti kador ke kilariya moti bara anata murum koten mon bemba adama dingol kono ayate fango kadunte bondi woleto min keta Muhammad nemo anin kiso baye o kanunte yato ayake annabiyo moti ayake kilariya moti bara manna da wala annabiyo modu anin kilariya modu min yalon ko be tambita Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala la lafoto anala noto ay Muhammad nemo nin kiso be mi atere kere tombon kake kunton koti bara nata murun koten ayake kun faramoti asano la dawoto hani atra danta woto aya bele kany bara manna dawota nata murun kam makamo diala makamo me yalon ko anena madi ala dafemla min kata fisamante ya makamoti baring Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tele mbeda da bara bi min dada aya tandina ko kila Muhammad nemo ni kiso be mi aya tele fisiande mbeti hani atra danta wala aya bele kenye Muhammad nemo nin kiso baye amanke dafen kotanti hadama de wala wala ya sabun tol hadama de wala min nyanta ma watol bela wala mnyinti ko ate manso mi nyin ko be nonye ka tentu ka jayi anin ka warandi tentro anin jairo anin warandiro me yalon ko amandandula soto sen hakili bulande koten na sabante forelula mine yalon ko ni bebe nun janne bare bi dole bije wolu temfe kawaddo danta waleto mine yalon ko tata nyala e manku jawke alala me ajusubo faye samba bare tor fana mine yalon ko on tuta jam manku ke alay ku kendo luto me ya sabo ayen tuja Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala temo alaleti andon aladum ataka ala ko doronnake min diyata ya ka wolake andun naye woke ndolu dafengolu kuta Kering mi yalon kon se wono wo kuwoloto walla min yalon ka e samman nyala nse duwe fo Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala se la jamul sonea ka folo na kunte ba fongola Muhammad nemo ni kiso baye anala dimba yalo anala saibolo ani misime sabante fureto malbe ala mare Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala nemo ni kiso ke dundi jannatul firdaus ni wo bata je nse man sodane bi fana na nyinya wala to Mengbe Kering pasen tankaje nengola masibola bari mbadani la fo asemanta ben nengola kairo mbe kando nyella bulu bayra tele mbeda ay be min da sediyatele ay dantan tombo wol kono abe minul kandala wallan ba mbe man sodani la nyin kammala na be wodantan wol tombonna asante kundungo bulaje anatur mume be mini yalon ko be jibe roda lamoro hali mini fama yalon te mantara wala ani mini yalon ko bine kela bari man satalla nala jogo min kanda iblisa buko filindino walla badi ngulu nse murunno koten ate man satalla kan ka teddu ka jayi ka awarandi tenduro anin jayro anin warandiro mi yalon ko amandandula suto ka dani fanan nyin kamala nsenna programu kumfanin alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin tumala me yalon ko nga datinin bismillahir rahmanir rahim la badi ngulu nyinne mo na farda ko to biji jawala kono mobe dawda kabirin gambia fo gambia e bantala jiber lalu lamoyr lalu ngali be bismillah koten alfansum programu to Mengbe Kering yo bi fanan anna tere kanon te don pa modu boja nyin tembo to ndede be siringale Mengbe Kering alhawa kono Facebook and YouTube live bari ka tambindale nin home digital FM la jama safai su radio mi yalon ko abale birkama sate ba kono birkama suma kunda yo bidun min yalon ko wolle bulo be na nyinya walato koto sponsor la fannala wole mu supersonic money transfer services supersonic money transfer services badi ngono e muruntanane and this time around in sembe bade nat wolom jinti ko ye niela apple soto se kodo kinole kabo dawoda kata gambia andu ne kodo kidi tolla kalas kat trebuka taraje bari ne risito balaji be ye kodo kidi minna kamendela dulali bijede dami yalon ko be siaren fannal mume bela isita dami kela kodo tano je asatara bambata ko soto je ande manna dawo fananna ko ka kodo ki gambia ku soneyare mbalati nyina ya sabu ye fangloto la ko supersonics ni amoy dawda supersonics wala mutariyati lannaya anin tanko wala allafta la kodi kiyo tariya allafta lannaya lelaje ando allafta fanan kala kodo tankande alnyanta tala damin wala mu supersonics money transfer services yo badi ngolu bina mbe luntangolo soto la jam mi yalon ko wala be kala apex kolute ninko apex mbajo maza abo bidu mara ni mune nata bare apex wala mu gambia dingoluti min yalon ko ile banko jabita kan nyamin ame nyabo fanna jamala kabirin tankola fannalon nyato tala fannalon ka jenko kele anin kaje konna kundalo mimuna institutionality mbe wolulondi la nyaadile ka barako kela kuoto nyine asabu nyin gambia dingol min yalon ko faramman sita ida malu kafuta nyoka kafo mi volunteerism dami yalon ko bukejo hane bototola ko kafuta nyoka ne ka kafolo wo kafo wala ka bulo dai ka je ko opposition kafo min yalon ko bebe banko kam bebe sambala nyaadile palansora kilingo koto be ke kilindi kafo mi coalition pour nyin kamala ini incumbent Adama Barrow anala NPP mi yalon ko wolle be siri be nyin tembo min do pour kaje ibe falindiro kala nyaadi le Cairo kono democracy kono kaje ko kawol bondije yo bi mi yalon ko wole bina sile to yala jam bari tata dula jamal to angale kamo surwa kamo anin kam kodamol bari bi tollenge soto jam Mengbe Kering dami yalon ko isediamu moli mbajo manyoli mbajo konyoli kata mbangan simbanyoli kata fala lo nyolo nyin kamala min be bulu banku dingol samo bari tolko e sembe o sembe yata walla ila mira banku dingolu ya walle tambinde nyaato so nyine ya sababe kumala bi sellamo kendeke nin wato sita nimbe kafundankela je bari ngambori ngammabo abe mo kunkana nyinolati so wala wakamala njikita ko nyentembo da seke di futata studio to le bari sound dale mbota Brikama nemale nata Brikama Sumakunda tumalami na nata Brikama Sumakunda jamabi je ninge invite kata wuraji dole to mimbe nema but sa mantara woto sa na kol bebe Brikama Sumakunda le bari mume la be sawundale be Brikama Sumakunda so Sumakunda fanan be damin wolom jinte ko atul min yalon kal kana Brikama dula sutu mo min tariyata ibinale fo FMB mobe jelo na obe silaba kanne na radio lo wati community radio ni futata woto iko imam karamo ture yabe mun tole dorom ibe silo tandilela mi yalon ko ke sambale directly fon na radio yo ni nata fanan fo Oryx petrol station oto mi yalon ko afele Dallas igara soto silo mi yalon ko akata jara soma ni bota Nana Johnson ise kof no ni Oryx fanan na bari nawek ye dinkabale si woto jiyo be siare nje so ni mandali kata ni njela ibamira fo ni bulata wo jiyo kono ila motobe kunun na le bari jiyo be farin sando bari atara pemmandara dinkabate duma so ngadon BDA natala Chris Cross ta Brikama kono le karo bela kanyene bari alhamdulillah isain famanya Mr. Jawara le studio kono sainte famo fenkela ton tumala min na data studio kono nse dun kachali kono nyintembo ton nasenyo konton butu wala mo DAT follow be menkela butun DA ni kam mo imba fole ko assalamu alaikum
alaikum salam Prince Pamodu Boja inimbara baki
baraka DA ngalong kabiri wato be nyomo le be Chris Cross le konye be marse kono yesamo marse kono DA yamena na radio ka futa je yamera je be nyaadi le o experience fo nyado bon din janni be futala kachale kono yes okay DA kamwele
okay thank you mwele
okay nka fole kana koni mambata bake ka futa na radio
definitely I mean nga underestimate no because mbotana around 6:30 go at least asi menyawanya by 7:30 me futala Brikama but it wasn't kabiri nata for Busumbala Farato too much traffic there so I spent almost 45 minutes in that place and the problem also is that most people thought that you are still at that former place so ngamomo jininka kan direct yele
anyway we are very sorry for that be minke kambe signboard dada kan puru molu saje ko mine yalon ko kabonandula dol to radio sute je sute sediano e bulu ni ala sonda o signboard be banna manager be barajele code be batere buru je bari okay DA science dun kacha kono follow Brikama bebe la mo kan ando amanke woda mati nsafo dunia karo bela dawda yalon ko chunda bari be online TV re fanan follow ini morse nyo kondo yafo jumale mo tati bari ndodi jelon ni bari mbajo manyol safo jumale mo nyenti
barka bake pamodo te tomu demba jawolete nene ketano journalist ote bare I mean retired asai adun nene ketano minister under President Adama Barrow Minister of Information bare wako sai mbal me fonyon dingela dal I mean best kono retired dal kam safo wala nyama
Nico designed the government, I will agree with that. But once a journalist, I'm a journalist who can retire.
Well, yes, madam. Of course, nka safero ke from the time to time. Bari muka safe purka kodo nyinala muka butut soto na safero to. So wala nang ko retire sai muka safero ke purka kodo nyiniay. Just as a hobby and a pleasure kake wala nyama dal.
Thank you. Baraka bake demba. Butum badi ngolo anim bajo mambangan simbanyolo kala kilo fanam bulandi. Nanyi radio me alonko minister me sign. Biding fengo fenga keke more koto. Minister me home digital FM sign Minister of Information. Wale keta DA jawti. Alhamdulillah DA fango fere B. Anata home digital FM. Anata nun nadula kototo la anata nun dula kutoto. O abajela ko achievement jamare be kering and struggle jamare fanan be kering kanyen dula so bari ngadun no kaja ko sai DA nimbe nyinin kala nka mwele apex ando nka mwele kafole belori me yalon ko laftale ka opposition or sambanan palansora kirin koto wala ke be sambanan bunkilin koto ibe ye ben ibe ke kilinte nyin kamala ka coalition dada di afonye apex from munamo apex apart from janganyin
Okay, Apex amu group dole ti organisation dole me yalon ko Gambian call jama be kono imantra Gambia kono dolbe tubab tubab du England waranto United States and bebe janjan ni dunia kono bari Gambian call le interest soto pour Gambia je ayeta nyato adon tolbe ya kalamuta ko I mean the ruling party wala mu NPP Italy grand coalition soto parti jamale be kom so ko I mean unnecessary fanang oppositional fanang ye fere ke I mean ye coalition soto wala na apex lota kabirin 2023 le apex lota adun ala objective wala muka oppositional party menu pareta katra coalition to pour que nati nyola keke in a coalition form wala o drone atin apex wulata so mbaka na dum kamin kabiri
mfota
kabiri starta fanan ya partil menu binu ndia menu me alon ko established register ta wala mu menu be opposition side nga fo en already menu be government side wala yela coalition so grand coalition or grand alliance whatever they call it ko fanan opposition because tol nga mo jama ya miracle ni opposition killing in probably at a fair I mean, President Barrow by easily election or win. So, munana party, opposition party, it all front kerekela, yela alliance ke or yela coalition okay, in Barola coalition ye ya struggle nyola dal. Nko what all stand la more chance. Wala nantol nyeng grupo, apex grupo, e ultai ko dal. But is fair ke is oppositional nati nyola. It all fana ye coalition okay.
Bismillah betata nina Gambia jibe to nyalong mo jama bije meni alon ko opposition party bije ban ne Gambia ta yi hafo jibe e bajara ko wo be mo opposition de na ya half do jibe be nyen tembo minto yaje ko won ka ruling party support le de mi e korsiron ke di e lafta non nale mo be siare nyamin mune ya sabo a jarta toliye aliyal dammalu kafunyo kan kanyin do kuota do ko me yalon ko ntefe atekela do kote me yalon ko asoneyata anin fanan jumal lebe nyin apex group o nyin kono jumal do modo to me yalon ko biji
saitan dile ko amanki apex dammati kafu dolbe lorin fanan bol fanan na plano ipareta men wala muka party oppositional party bring nati nyola coalition ke at least ngalo ne ko kafu saba dolbe kerin ne in fact right side na apex we da men fang me fere kala pour ni wol besigno kalamuta dal kay kacha ka jibe because ngalo ko objective abe mo kilineti be la objective wala muka oppositional mako yena nyola I mean in a coalition form so ni aje dolbe jana ko maybe o man beta bake so me men kela me fere kela ngawol be contact ngeji be fo tol sa collaborate no kake because ngani o mukili so wala pour ñinin karo fanam fo jumalle be
apex
abidame tol say malla fi focus ke apex member quand même fo edrom jama bije imantra Gambia jang ibebe bantale so tol wala na dal mam man la fi dal ke tofu bari mo fra to fota jele wol finditale nte membe siring ye Gambia jang aning Dr. JCC Kurubali wobe United States le atle mu ciade so tol la tol fenta jele bari mo dol men ben tol ko man ko ngawol bulaje folo because man la fi pour ami safako ñinulem apex members tol apex lota meye wala important and to fe that tol fango actually ni ajen tol fintita because tol le tata media to pour ka apex ko fo wala nan tol mo fulo la tol fintita but wo dol men be behind the scenes la fita wol to la behind the scenes fo nga wati do be sila maybe nin tol succeed am be pare la men kala pour coalition o seto den mol bebe fintila salon ko ñinu ne be nin common.
Okay, ning Apex Fang ka moylen ka moy momi yalon ko bile mala lum foloti ka Apex to moy ando nyene la fanan keta molu to mene yalon ko ila nganiyoto wala mo ka opposition be sambana under one umbrella be tara palansora killing Apex lota wati jumale fan wati jumale ale ni miro soto ani wati jumale allota fal alfutata bi kanaka diamura diyoto.
Apex ngamen foye kabirin April 2023 le Apex lota.
Kabirin 2023.
Sanji fulani fancy dal April 2023 woto le Apex lota. Adun kabiri alota fanan ko yalong party dol bedunde wol register la fa banda. So Apex wol le contact that is Mengbe opposition because malafi Mengbe num already coalition to NPP la Grand Alliance malafi wol mala because wol already ibela coalition to waye menu mantra coalition to ko mbatu nga wor fanan contact nyola pa so party worowula wala benu jam melan control filter de insi wol contact no maybe ni told remember wala mu APP so beati then you have GDC and you had also GFA wala mu Bakari Dabola Patiti. Then you have NUP, well, presently Lamin J. Dabolia lead. NUP.
NUP.
Yes, and then you had DOI as well as UDP, and in PAP, So those are the 7 parties. I'm going to contact them, Then afterwards, covering Kacha Kumasina, I continue because almost every week, Nika sile na kacha online because along namen for ndola member mo jama mantra gambiaja so online kacha ka wole kedal most of the time most of the weeks nika sile kacha because party will be la representative so ye council le lo melon ko negotiation council bije and the council do fanam bije wole melo the party leaders the different party leaders wol fanaka trajele ni kacha pour the the objectives and other things pour que discuss. So William, kabira meta demanding ngaje ko formation dol ketale that is new political formations keta. Then nata dol fanang contact je member ko PPA Dr. Gajigo and then you have UMC William Talib Nyola group party as well as there is one called Tabah Reumi William Amadou Ka. And there is also this one by Dr. Seku Sao, I cannot remember the name of the party. Now will be a contact, and of course some of them are already on board, they are part of the negotiations. Although right now, not all these parties, not all of them are right now on board. For example, GDC and MDOI, we are yet to get them on board. They are not yet joined the negotiations, but we have not given up. We are trying to get everybody on board. So that's the situation.
Okay. DNA ajibe covering 2023 Apex Lota. Lafale ya fonye. So far so good. Nin negotiation no be nyadi le jikobe je nyadi le anin political party do alla meeting wo jikobe je nyadi le because Gambian ko bi mo be kanyene foko ne mo krim mo fla nyenka kilin sa fo ko ntol lata ko party kilin se baro winore ba ne mo fla mo saba nyenka wol be sa fo ko hanenta malla ko party kilin se Gambia baro ganyenore ba ni be lata nyoka lata le ko is a baro ganyenore so in negotiation of 3 years now 2 to 3 years now akwol be nyadi jikinyadi
yalong step by step let me yalong negotiation among fair among easy dal because nothing you maybe they have different ideologies, different perspectives. Ika fengol call maybe ate kela kilinda. So for a time talale, but it definitely is encouraging because ninga meeting also to, most of the party leaders ka trajele, most of these party, either the party leader or ala senior representative wole ka represent in those, and it's always cordial. The negotiations are very, very cordial. So, there is a lot of hope. And we are still ngamen for them, still but try kaneka others bring on board because along wati kamako pati kuta lota or formation kuta keta and all of that. So we want to get everybody on board, all the willing, mengomen pareta dal ka interest sort of coalition quota. But it's definitely encouraging and committing also to with these people. I encourage tabake, step by step tala, So the very fact of saying 7, all party warula, ibe are signed, or they are part of the negotiation. It only are signed. Malam for we had a press release, published in the media. All those parties were listed and their party listed. They have already signed and agreed to the negotiation process. But it came for a process them about. It's on right now. Not any of these parties have yet commit coalition, but they are willing to talk. They are willing to negotiate with in a partner dollars. For eventually on later. Then why not? Toldal definitely is encouraging.
Okay, the Kubayata Bake, 3 years now, Altol Bakan. Is it Nindonu min nata signing it all fanan laftaka the same job, the same doku ke komatol be dokuala? Is it because of Albukana media to a mal kalamuta? Po it all fanan yal kalamuta le baria ko mbatum fanangalo so abekela coalition of negotiators ne what keta fokabang o kolalen wo negotiator le do enaka coalition ka political party do sambanang nyokam because nina rajiwe sign organisation sabanyon bidele mi alonko ibeko electoral ka opposition on sambana nyokan so ato ning opposition o negotiator sabolo wole follow be coalition okela ning wole coalition okay then ale na opposition on commandika coalition okay how difficult or easy is that?
Yeah, maybe easy la wonyama because momo yala perspective sotole momo yala jerinya sotole fengol kan tamanya bari ngamen po don tol nga kalamutal ko organisation dolbe caring ne ko itol fana be process killing wala to bari tol be na objective wala mo kan oppositional natinyola adon namera is tol interest la and the interest of be pour sa jibe ko tol sa jibe tol be kacha menu bebe nying process ko do benga kacha ngaje can resources pool nyola together and then ka approach from one side rather than momoye terminating from different sides. Definitely Mbakan, I can assure you we have already contacted these people and ni kumase takadia modal ka discuss how we going to approach the issue.
Dinga political climate jibe right now Bangkok opposition or famo da maltema amanke kuti me alonko amunyabo kuti ida mal katudun na nyola wati nyin kafole be lorin purke sambana nyokan way mintandi wala opposition or diversity jam bale be tema because momo kafole ko lafta kafon na boriye tiu momo kada fiala candidate or to lead the coalition ning atara be kafuta nyoka mobe lafta la candidate or tambi and we just carry kononto wala tutan ning karte fayo tema yamira wati jama bigele pro altolu alda male la nyokan alena opposition landi nyokan foka breakthrough soto nawodi jikoto
ate tariala maybe ate fair because ate avec colère in the domain because the thing is yemen for drum niko opposition party or political party in momo yala
political parties sign movement or fananata political movement or now consider themselves operating it's just like political parties registered
because momo yala political party warando yala political movement law maybe ayala on ideal esoto ko nyanta tabala yalo ni ko ideal be nati la nyola in one formation what easy la dal bari ngamira negotiation as a basic around the table ni tol sita momo yala problem ol fo momo yala miro fo anyanta kela nyame eventually ngamera ibe bennale ni aje tolbe aje jande 2016 coalition o keta adum anata jame boyndija even though I mean men keta non 2016 ngamira lesi bale be je men momo nyanta coalition o kela sai ibi nyanta fen jamale karanna wo men keta non 2016 because tolbe yalo yaje wo coalition labanta jame anata completely tinyata dal because maybe ya negotiate nyame fendol le to koma bari maybe ni tolbe sita ya agree ko every step by step tolbe sonta coalition nyanta kel nyame momo la nyanto kel nyanto when a coalition to maybe at the end of the day near coalition probably a bit more cohesive than men ketan in 2016.
ngalla press release o jibe transparency mu fennete me yalon ko aliya bambandi je fanam ka na institutional ke bambandi. But to start with, I man transparent to me because for the certain members are to vote for now. So the only members in the middle wala mofula damati. How do you think Gambian people be lala lanya de kaje ko mofula damale bije, but to min baby je ali wala mabole and ali coming focus back wala transparency lankenemo.
Bari along number fango mang important asike non fa tol mo fulo drone membalti the objective is party bring nyola ke nati nyola in a coalition form asike non tol mo fulo asike non mo tang tol balanta menna pour yalo ni mol start e mol tofu maybe mo be focus la mol leta ninko pa modu bojam benuje mo baje pa modu bojam mune nati mune ken ni yinti bari I mean wala nan ko dal I mean let us not kana mola rondi mol ke focus ti dal members ke focus ti pour mol si member la ko focus foy ñina objective la objective extra objective wala important than having ala members definitely but si aso men na wala member men be apex they are very non partisan because I mean due diligence le keta ka jibe fo ñino I mean janibe kala member ti janta make sure that you are not a member of any political party whatsoever. Because neither political party natila in to negotiate, definitely you must be seen to be completely apolitical. Even you're seen to be supporting or even sympathizing with any of those political parties. Because near work, so we can assure you, and even political parties may be signed up to this negotiation. It will be along who is who because need all meeting every day and every time meeting obekela we all introduce ourselves. Momo it will patili alone, but it will fang sontaneko. It's better at this stage not to focus on the individual, to focus on the project. Wale mo apex la project. Aketa wale nyamadal. But I mean maybe lumbe sila mol menu be involved. It will be followed, but it will ngamira go at this stage. Aman necessary.
Okay, 2 years on, almost all political party jamale sambanan together. But in alonko DOI and in GDC, for example, Wolman John Jeffolo. And today I read on Watson Gambia ko for Bilon Fokunum, called Halifa Sallah also has a team of negotiators for the coalition. So, nyinko bebe nyadile, nyim mine alonko malalikan. Isa fonya ni la kuol benyadi la miroto like in my President Barrow voice miramo jenketale bari keke mimbijia be mambong. So nim doi ni GDC they are great players. What binala na nyadi la bari mantara je follow.
Tolma give up dal but can try can pour kamol be natinyola definitely we have approached them on several occasions but I mean one reason or the other imang manna on board follow but ima completely reject it now on board so it's possible one day it will fanam bina on board but definitely it will hope certainly most of the opposition parties bina on board eventually.
Okay, anim fanang tonyalo volunteerism lem bari iko fenne fanan ka jali kamodi albe new online meeting or internet or ando ngalon ko at the end albe sura la funding nale alka funding bonde montole to make sure but akadan donation lam nadi atamie because alla media engagement mansia albe min be ke kan alba be ke kan do male kullo kon.
Definitely. Nga activities ni I funding needly because we pay a lot of internet because we meeting all organized on a weekly basis. A lot of internet. A lot of money let's spend on it. But I can assure you one thing. All the money, not a single butut has come from anybody from outside of Apex. Apex members like contribute, to fund these things. Even the political parties have not contributed a single butut towards the whole process so far. Apex member Droneka contribute because we want to maintain the independence of Apex. We must, Apex tied to any particular group or whatever. Well, now we have not accepted a butut from anybody at the moment. The whole process is being funded by Apex members, Doleka contribution, ka funda.
Okay, baraka bake di buto badi ngolo je kumata bake. Di karado fanambi je bringa la president so di valeni bambandi je bake albe fengo fenkela the population me yaron ko wala mo the Gambian people ti wala mo wala ko beti. So 3 years on yam andung loku meeting wala kakele. So nina ta jama baji be tonyala ka watene wati saje I suffer for. But don't you think it will be very much important ning every week ale mitunke ale more update farm for our state la follow because coalition 2016 ngajele all the time ikafintere ka more update so more in a more baby no konole until the time election okata.
Along base statement to yung coalition building project to negotiation stage. Adung surual ko ni yot do sahat
Niko negotiation wolong kanyo kaung anyadal.
Exactly, kana ni be yot la malong ka fa nyande man imanyan na total la because mo be kala mo
ni be yole de buga toto.
Negotiation it's a delicate process. So
Okay.
the chance deal la janni bina every time aliamen discuss alti fintin sa fo mole ko nyinni nyine ke def karini kari nyine ke pati karini pati what a negotiation to betendele so wala nan ko matunga negotiate fo nga futa maybe stage doto me alon ko so based on tele ko saying sontale ko momo be yang negotiator be sonta de d'accord ko coalition de form la then so be fitila we can come out with a press conference and everything else with the party representatives we binaje ka confirm ko be d'accord ta nyine be kala in a coalition form bari man futa was state wala non ko mbatu nga domando fo nga futa je.
Okay, nina ta ya jibe science so be fanankata mi alon ko wol fana yintandire ko mo jama nyinne foko party killing tide me anuka damase incumbent boydina in fact survey min tandi from separas wolom nyindi ko ninkate fayo kata soma the incumbent another grand coalition will win so far so good da yejin ko assess nyaade laftale ngadu fanante do manding ya ko assess nyaade especially altol be minto wolom yindi ko Gambian ko fana minfo ka opposition be sambana ke kafunyo kam isaje ko separation minfo ana setalin o do because ni be lata nyoka so separation la ni so be iba assess la no ya assess ni adi de bire yango.
Yeah, Yalongo is it's norm, around it. Every time we'll see in Soviet Sifake, I see with this, okay. But the thing is, politics is so dynamic, long, and even Menketa B, a Soviet ke B, maybe other answers. Probably the next week or so, I will change that completely. Political change. Kanafoko benata akon teni nyine ba win la B election keta B na keta soma waranto next week the dynamic can change political can change completely it's so so of course most steps are acceptable the separate survey, it may be slightly accurate. Surveys along is just a guesstimate. You don't get it. Accurately, but it may be slightly okay. But the thing is, the following week probably things can change. That's the nature of politics. A dynamic tobacco.
Okay. So far, you've been for your more negotiation over carrying with the opposition.
Oh yes.
And abetaka nyamale ila jikobi
We are
ila jikobi at the end of the day, Kilimbaya Kilimobe
something can come out of it. Yes. Honestly, we are hopeful. Yeah.
So ninga nada nyim donula many alon ko walle fanambelore. So far so good. Anne walla kachabe tembeda jumale to fo alme kachande follow.
Yes, ngamen foi dong patil menu group all menu realize no all fanam benim process to. Dol nge contact most of them. Of course nga moy fanang nga read le ko halifa kanam ko ayala team Gambia ke. Probably the same thing. So why not? We will of course contact them and see whether we could be able to collaborate. Tola objective problem tol be try to push on one side rather than dolba push la jana it waka problem all natil. So we will definitely try. Momo kalamuta ko abenim process to trying to bring the different parties together. We will try to see tol ni be collaborate la nyame pour ka ken ka be ke nyola rather than ka ke differently. Yeah.
D.A. Jao, well respected man, Mojama be Gambia me alon ko bi itelon tol be la role model timbe karante bulle. Blafa millo na fana wala mnyende ko ali start 2023 right now atul mo fulale bije because one don't even bije I will call them ghost members by the mail on follow. So atul mo fulo le bije. But 3 years now, Doi has been in existence covering the First Republic. GDC Fanamanke Party Komalankoti. Now let's talk about Doi. For bidding out to the opposition party be safe. Alman Doi safe man.
Nga wala fo yalong am kabe nga fo nako kabe nga start party woro la sorry 7 of them melan ko existent already and they are in the opposition. Doi bijele EDC bijele, UDP bijele, APP Sobea, GAF, NUP, PAP, will be existent covering tolba formula and tolbe apex formula. Adunga nyiru besa fele purka itanila ko we are on this process. Some of them responded and came on board. Others are yet to respond, like GDC and Indoi. They are yet to come on board. But we have not given up completely. We will try our best to see how best we can be able to get them on board. The door is still open. Yeah.
Yeah, the door is still open. But DA, nearly the base of a new party floor kada party to many along with Mali Jabi. Then Nataja ko Halifa Team Gambia set up for coalition. Yamera Torumato Lijeko or man confidence sort of like Sabi Fansun team or Londi, or also electoral bargaining chip sort of a fence sort of me along Konibela Lalaka Kana Cultural Damati, but it would finance a palace Bale Maraji, but in being alone Nina Rajive 2016 coalition. Amankeko Khalifa da Marebiji, but Gambian ko be creditaria di Khalifa. Yamero fana mankolo sabu mea sabu. Altole nyulonde ale do safe ko nyennemu e mali jabi, but now they have team it fana ye team Gambia sort of for the same initiative altole be min.
No, yalong fenkili nyanta or differentiate.
Yes, left for more
in Gambia set up, Bukaning maybe an in Doi monkey killing. Halifa, it will be a Kalamudalega, what a Doi executive to say. He may be a sympathizer, he may be a supporter, whatever, but a mantra Doi executive to say. So 9 in Team Gambia said, I'm sure Amma said in the name of Doi. Maybe okay. I said in his capacity as Halifa, with the experience he had in 2016. That's maybe what he's trying to say. So Kawalefo, told Apex, we're going to treat Halifa, a la Team Gambia as a separate group of, initiator, menu pareta coalition project to initiate. So we'll contact him and contact Team Gambia, like now we'll contact him, they are in the process as well. So until we are not going to treat a la Team Gambia as part of DOI. No, Dolba treat la as a, just another team trying to bring the opposition parties together. Tenga tol nga je wala nyama dal.
Election o manjamfa kari koronto, Gambian ko be koronto re na kaje coalition o eke. Atol la koronto be nyadile because ngaje atol be ko be approach kanne at a total speed. Me alokal almantaria bake alba anganin kono tamalal. But Gambian ko be koronto re na kaje ko they see a unified opposition de me aloko be nata killing. So when do you intend to contact Halifa Team Gambia?
I am not maybe Tafola right now, Muntumalemba Kela, because Tolbe Kalamuta Niwatin Kono. Just these days, like Kalamuta Halifa set up his Team Gambia. So ngamen for drong like we are doing many already nge Kalamuta they are doing a similar work. We'll also contact Halifa Team Gambia as well. But Muntumala Bekela, I am not in a position right now to tell you. But the objective is definitely to get everybody, mengame interest of Purka coalition okay, Purka contact and see how we can be able to coordinate. Because Ngamira, that's the only way, proper way forward.
Okay. Apex and Indian don't know what is the difference, if I may ask, because Apex lotale, nyin don't know lota, alia for kalbe nyomoidale, but in nyomoyo manke for it a miroto. Is there any different? But in honey opposition or more baker for a go, laftaka banko bondi. Bari da ideal man na ke kilindi. So nyimfana se ke mini alon ko be coalition o kuoto kaje ko ka opposition on sambanan killing. Alfana bela ideal man ke killing. So what makes you different from others, if I may ask that?
Yala momo yala party set up probably yala on maybe objectives and aims and objectives sort of. Apex aims and object walem bring a group of non-partisan people melonko that don't belong to any political party. Pour it also fair they bring the other parties together and negotiate. I mean what the objectives of the other groups are and what their composition is, what it all political orientation benyame. We cannot say for so. But ngalone ngamoeleko it all fanandia objective is to bring the opposition parties together. So we are trying to explore, our similarities. I'm sure there may be differences. But the ninga similarities they explore. We see how best we can be able to collaborate. Ngamira wala be fisal and more better. Gambian call and everybody, even the groups. Because I'm sure the objectives of those groups is to see how best they can be able to bring the opposition together. So nintol fanana objective more. So why not discuss and see how best sa collaborate no nyame.
Okay, then fanalco members should be non-political. The incumbent might see you as political because I'll be opposition or less someone and together against him or against them. How would you justify that?
No, no, there are two different things here.
Okay.
Being political, I think everybody is political. We are all political.
We are all political.
But non-partisan and being non-political are different things. We are all political, definitely. Homo politics, the very fact that you want to bring political parties together in a coalition, you are playing politics. But whether you are partisan, that's the objective. Because if you are partisan, then it means you belong to one party.
You belong to one party.
So that's the objective. That's the difference. Political and non-partisan. They are two different things altogether. We are all political. Okay. Definitely.
Okay. And I actually many along Kalbe Kono. Albe Apex, for example, want to bring the opposition together. Adiyemone Karang from the past coalition formation.
Sorry,
Nko atol me along Kalbe Nyinkoto Apex kaje koka opposition will bring together. Adiyemone Karang from 2016 coalition formation. Because 2016 Tonya coalition otara turule because of certain circumstances. But the Kabiring coalition otata fokabang nata jeko even the agreement document is nowhere to be found. There is no agreement document. And eventually coalition will be korumbulta. And then the next thing is what I'm going to call a man based on party-led coalition, but are based on independent-led coalition. So mune battle is it party-led or independent-led? Coming Momo Yalon Kwebekera at the end of the day, Tambela, you have to resign from your party to be independent. Because what I got in
Yeah.
2016. So what makes difference in this?
Yalong Apex Benyamin Walim, Apex mu platform lady, Purka Patil Natinyola, it will see Kacha. So
If I want
eventually, any form of coalition, whatever take, whether it's party led or independent or whatever led, party Fangolenyanta decide la, not Apex. Apex has no role in that. I mean, Apex is just a platform. I mean, Patil Natinyola, it will be a Kacha. We are not going to impose anything decide how it is going to be. I mean, at the end of the day, whatever coalition we agree on, at the end of the day, Tarla Patil Fangolebe agree that this is the form of coalition we are going to take. So I'm sure, as I said, a lot of lessons to be learned from the 2016 experience, and that is being taken care of by the negotiations, negotiations of Mengbe Kering. At the end of the day, they will definitely refer back to what happened in 2016. So that, ni coalition or Keta, it will not go the same way. I can assure you that is going to happen. But coming for a drum, I mean, Apex the role will just to bring the parties and facilitate, their discussion. But whatever agreement there comes out of it, that is from the parties. They are the owners of the process, not Apex.
Okay, that is quite interesting. Biding Ali Kobiya Fanyama Ale Karanta Jamata Kabonan 2016 to Tumando Biji, at the end of everything, either a succeed or a man succeed, Gambian people will be opportunities totally cut document or mean transpired on those negotiations.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's it. Definitely. Okay, no doubt about that. I mean, as soon as the process is completed and we reach the agreement that we are all aspiring for, we'll come out in the public and explain to the people, in the presence of all the party representatives, and then, spell out, what kind of agreement they have agreed on. That's it.
Okay. Aside Ning Apex Lota, Nali Allah do koke for opposition on NATO together. What will be the future of Apex as an institution?
The objective of Apex is to bring the parties together to form a coalition. The very day they form their coalition and they take over the Apex will completely disappear. I mean, it's not a permanent. The objective.
So Apex will not be there to guide them.
No. Apex is definitely that's not the role of Apex. Apex is not a political organization per se. Apex is just a forum to allow the parties to sit down around the table and discuss the issues. Every time they agree on the form of coalition, they talk over the thing, and then that's the end of Apex. We completely fade away. We are not up to guide anybody. Yeah.
Okay. The Janimbe line or yella, for example, Apex, ngalone grand coalition bejanne, Apex panam fele benying oppositional kela nyokang. What is the need now for oppositional fongote damalo organized lanobang or yade the bigger opposition yataka opposition they want to approach and so forth? Why the need right now for Apex to be an umbrella or to be a platform for oppositions?
Opposition party ball, maybe they can attract other smaller opposition. We have seen what happened to Janne. We have seen it because election UDP had other parties may join, other parties also came together and But the thing is, if we create maybe a more congenial platform like Apex Benami, people with the different ideologies, different, perspectives. It's a basic benno dulak. Janning party karibe party karido approach la kafwa. Why not go to this platform where everybody is invited there? You come and sit down and they go say, what it makes it much easier than party kanyo approach coalition form. Yeah.
Okay. Nina te ajibe fanang Apex mol letam atol be do kola Gambia de le andung alka benne ko be afanya min loku al se kachale ke online andu wo kachalu laftalo na pour Gambia di ngol min yalon ko be la moy kam ko dole bije isi solve ko de kan ne possible la dole ba fala no ase kenore so la fa ke muro de men kan do mandindro wala nyinde ko alka nyin kachal min ko loku jiko bije nyaade le jiko ite famala own assessment yaade ko difference batting in oppositional tema at the end of the day in say bending knowledge ngeke kidimati at the end of the day in say bending
jiko
knowledge
bijele because niaji be
carry on
ngamen fo kaberin 2023 la kaberin 2023 la epex starta so near try jiko tijenu I mean definitely there is nothing that will hold the parties together then be tasaroda the very fact go up to now more than 2 years ani say molbe kachaka ngare saje ko definitely hope le bije momo e fenjije me atina tutaje hani say because don't ngawale nyamare we definitely we are hopeful and the very fact ko it all baby and every meeting almost all the parties at the highest level ikatara represent there and we discuss these issues so it means ko interest to member fokangje wala na isita jani sai
okay I want to ask this question because mole wadin kai. In the history of opposition coalition, namanke within certain circumstances, like what happened in 2016 when a major opposition party the more be entire executive be mutai be sorong. So yata deko jama ni discussion of aka discuss around the table that the biggest party has to lead, the others follow. In discussion is it different? You don't want to go to the nitty gritty, but I have to ask: is it in that line or is a different approach?
No, yalong ngamen foy Apex ye forum le form. Forum kapatil be nati nyola. So at the end of the day, I mean everything is on the table. All the form. So at the end of the day, the form of coalition, member Kela, it all depends on the parties. It will be agreed, I mean, it's going to be a party-led coalition. Why not? I mean, it's not the business of Apex to tell them, no, don't do that, do it that way. It will agree the form of coalition, and at the end of the day, it will agree on whatever coalition. That's what Apex is going to go with. Absolutely.
Okay, ngaje party jama ya sign mini alon ko wol mo registered political party de but so the ngaje party do fana other form of political movements would it ani wala ko be nyadi de.
Sorry, la voice be fed kan.
Sorry for that. Ngo any political parties, many are they are registered political parties. Wurungaje moja mabije ye dabuda kodo kono da namanke GDCT aning doi. But the political movement also totally signed thing and the movement will be wulu kanne. Ndefanga I'm coming up with my movement. So kurbe lari nyadile and new movement will be kachaka nyadile.
No, ngamen fo drum bunda be yelerin ne momo in fact wala na kabiringa na press release bondi we put an email address there momo who was a political formation and interested in joining the process you are welcome I mean maybe nyina da fenkil ne folano among the parties ngamere contact no initially PPP was one of them but yalong PPP then they were in a kind of crisis there was this leadership crisis at that time I mean, Keba Jaloning, Malong for Usman Madike File or something. And then before then, PPP was also part of the Grand Coalition, NPP Grand Coalition. But after they left the NPP Grand Coalition and Yela party leadership resolved, we contacted them. Although they are yet to come on board, but we had a meeting with them, had a discussion with them, and so that's it. So, I can say, the door is open. Momo political coalition form. You please contact whatever I think contact also. Don't be nakan. They are trying to see whether they can be able to join the process, and it's open to everybody.
Okay, that's very important. The Janim Betelefuno Yalla, even Mune Fola, as far as the platform is concerned, Apex, even Mune Fola opposition party in the open. me alonko ita me alonko ali min for kullo ko de mo for, but do you have any advice or anything to tell them in the open Gambia ko bebe la moy kam, because mo bebe la moy kan each and everyone belong to a political party, we are all political, so be mune for la political party there first, and then secondly Gambian ko leta munyindi ebe mune for la Gambian ko when it comes to apex.
Yeah, political parties and in political formations, like movements or whatever. I think it's okay. More, maybe it will be wrong more, for categorically for more morning President Barrow. It will need President Barrow lota abe win lale. It's maybe you cannot say that categorically, but the objective is I mean sembo kananyo kafu definitely whatever sembo dila. So wala na tolbe political party be danila me ko de outside the grand coalition it will fana yena de la coalition of form, the door is still open. Dolla bunda be yelerinde momo lafita, and you can always get in touch with us and we'll get you on board.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
All right.
the other thing was
Gambia dingolo ya walleta mo apex ti ni atara be platform o wafula Gambia dingolo ya gena interest, because mo jamale na da mini be ya foko mpareta fale la mpareta ka opposition or sambanam together opposition or fanang dole bije wolda marbe kafuka nyoka, but apex as a platform even mo yaman de dina
Gambia dingo definitely, yeah, can call for here are roles sort of because I mean most of these people yela patil sotole yela political formation it only menu support or to sympathize happen. So it will finance will pressurize, and then give them the courage, encourage them for kadung yung kind of coalition to it. This along definitely wala be sembo dila patilla nitol natanyola, killing of course it all is a magnole but at a fair, so the easiest way to go about it will be pur kananyola maybe is kafunyola wala be sembo dila. So I mean the Gambian public here role sort of jelly and they can play it effectively as well.
Okay, this is an individual question. Beta family in Kala wala that has nothing to do with apex. Bari mu Gambia di waleti and the faram fancy da baki ni anata Gambia di ya to do who can do the yemini alongo yeke in the field of journalism. But Amanda wala bilinati keta ministry under Adama Barrow under coalition ngajele kata ko fana minke, because under your ministerial position radio jama sotota media florista ko anyanta flourish la nyami bari de sobe fananji be yatandire ko Gambia femba bije mini alon ko
Yeah, okay, I mean
imam moy allo okay ekam moyle ekam
yeah, I guess it's the internet, ila voice be fake kan bari
but say kam moyle
be about
nsa repeat no
okay, go ahead.
Anko imo moleti me alo, this is a personal question that has nothing to do with apex as a platform. Itemo Gambia di moleti me alo ko ifaram fansita mo jamaye long in the field of journalism ntobe tambita ni bulo kono lale kakarang. But imana idawola iketa ministry under the coalition government and ila minister wato kono media florista bakele media is sembo soro raji jamaye lansinol soto media house jamaye lansinol soto ninata survey jibe sipras la survey fana. This is a personal question. Wolam nyindi ko mo jama man lafi Adama Barrow ta term. What is your position when it comes to third term for African country and African leadership, particularly?
Yeah, internet. Yeah.
Okay, internet or bitakana. I'm not too okay. Say la penyin kala mune muila lodulati third term for Adama Barrow as a Gambian.
Well, ninte be Adama Barrow advice kan definitely mbafola kanata third term, for his own credibility, his own, because President Barrow not to power. He gave a promise that going to complete his term, 5-year term. At the end of a 5 years, then he decided to go for another term, making it 10 years. And in Telemati, definitely, I would not go for a third term. You know, I mean, because if Na decide to put Bulajang at the end of his second term, definitely he'll be respected all over the world, you know. But and nobody knows what would happen in the next 5 years or something, you know, because we live in a very volatile, you know, sub-region. Anything she can on it. So if I were a Barrow, definitely I would risk dal gata that term, you know, because it's not probably it may not be in his interest, it may not be in the interest of the Gambia. But if he wants to go, I mean, Molka, Allah support Lal Kamen for Drong, Constitution, that's the 1997 Constitution, where, I mean, there is no term limit. He can go on forever. But is it in his interest? Is it in the interest of the Gambia? Purasi continue kata. That's it. I mean, anyanta wala jibela dal.
Okay. Bismillah. Baraka bake DA. Mbe telefono yalla pour mor fana ye dabula kacha kono bari. Telefono la bandula mbe murune kanenga 5 minutes dila pour isela some sono ke woto kakul kumfa woto.
Okay.
Okay. Baraka bake DA. Wala Umar ise telefono ta Gambia je. Nte setarajam. Se Umar Fofana. Bismillah. Ise telefono ta no Gambia. Telephone number mo 6999130 wala 9388430. Umar bismillah ise telephone.
Yes, ñintemben don dobe line to ngawo jibe. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Munir Baji al konto.
Yes, Munir Baji. Bismillah Munir. Ibela may kan.
Ha na la luntam ba konto. Okay, programo kuma ya ta bakel.
Okay.
Ala luntam ka ente mon question soto fan pour ka nyininka.
Okay.
Because kuma kan oseneyata. Bare nte dal la jiko moment c'est advisement dino atondi len fan opposition la. Wala nyinti parti ba. Be wakili la o parti ba kan.
Okay.
Dalili juma kan. Ntolbe mo Gambia dingol leti. Mo bebe banko le yino la pour ka banko nyin kanandi bata kole ya kono. Woto ntolu andum fana molle be je men yalon ko yenyim banko la kole yalon banko la kole ya be tembo mento mol yalon ne andum fana na yin soto president o fongo da ko e menu be ya ateba ni meni man bae ni menu bae atebe talla wolle
okay
yalo wo fongo bina fitino le sambala Gambia dingol damawul tema tinin soma
okay.
So woto Gambia dingol financier hakilo tuje kole ya Mengbe Kering Gambia di ya lonne
okay
adu fana nango men ka fo ko itol ka kisirole ke ka nyinin karo ke ko men ko jumale be ganyela tol ka jele ko wol mari nyol fango dol be je wol ka president baro be ganyela wol be larin president baro fango le kan
okay
dalil okay bari senna ko mo danje dron
baraka Munir Baji do fele assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.
Na munin bara jumalam.
Me kon bang Ibrahim Mane UK.
Okay, Mr. Mane, bismillah program ko.
Yo, nte lafta die mba konto na follow die ja mba konto na ba kembe amon fana konto na.
Okay.
Lafa die nyi kala madan tan na jang. Ko min pa modi ya nyi kamina fo for platform on wante DJ fanko program ila association ni platform on pour que opposition ki ibendije kacha so pamoni yani nga fo after ibe tada jela ba ko ibe disban ibe janjan itakai maybe body tada jimbe guide la bari telafta DJ ni kala minne mun simfanya leta pour que opposition li kacha ta lonko inyanta jamale tumbon bari ninata nying tafo jibe tafulo mi yalon ko DJ afanya mi nim platform da malon ka kafoli bendije ne taraji itole tarasirin ko nyobori mbaye e mbirol kumandi birole ne tra nyoboro le tebe sire de mamira woto is going to be effective okay dinga mera role nyen tatra jele tol fana nyen ta simfanya min dala bari mobe ka fa nga Gambia leji mobe ka wala fo bar sai tol yes mandir nyaadi le soro ka lonko min ya lonko ka Gambia la ko nga Gambia leji bar tonya Gambia fele la dare bar wolbe ko la noka tol be wol to monna no mon nyaadi
abaraka Ibrahim no bi shi abaraka ba do fele sokon assalamu alaikum alaikum salam haka turadi tala jumalam
c'est Omar Ismaila Sonko jamisa
yo Sonko bismillah
diamoni men bente bulu afodi je jawo ko ye kafunyoma ne ko ali sonoke ya ka alani kila gandan ko labata kide pati min fana ya non kal mal mawara Allah pati ba kan pati ba jam sa ko be UDP le ye la UDP kan duga ngala ma ko da bondi je panga ajibe mo jibe ya ka alani kila ko ngala yo kan
abaraka Ismaila abaraka do fa non fel assalamu alaikum badi etem be bantam betel la
fodum itol foi isimpata le
ito dum ani ben kilikam min
Muhammad singade alde
okay Muhammad yes bismillah
okay mbalbe ko no bisa ya ko
okay
nyen karo nyade ko komi like fodum itol ya tare ban kasimpata tafuta ECOWAS ka fo eko Adama Barrow wants to stay there for the third term.
Jumal.
So signed he told him to prove appeasement because of it. All that should be Adama Barrow country. So for them like
it seems quite among the program kono nga do ta jang nga wota assalamu alaikum allo mbadi kango cikande jumalum
almamo dawa tumbala
almamo e kango sikande mbuke moy
yo metti ciaw ko no wage
okay
apa amal ledde wala to
ni be diamu la fonse moy kato yalla be ñinin kar ko assalamu alaikum
wa alaikum salam
jumalam badi
c'est moi Bokar Dabo Spain
yo Bokar bismillah be la moy kan kacala
bella moy kan non tol bilon fo bokol ci kan don ndax be di kon na la don tan kacala ko ma tawina
okay.
Yeah, but coming to Gambia, like Gambia, we have one problem. Like we don't have genuine politicians. One problem, you know. But more be banku na condition of nyamani banku the statement right now, you know. So ntanya abo kumwala tiseli blood nyole banku je. Because Gambia, we have opposition on the problem. Everybody want to lead. But most people, opposition parties, most just so modern. If you got below Kumasna from the roof, it got Kumas foundation already in the structure. So, until the bank can already build all the structures totally, they established, they are well known, they are popular, everybody knows their credibility. So, but just of recent, the opposition or grow up in the opposition arena, like. Everybody just want to lead a mantra bank where they can make a muleje. So let them join the major opposition party at 2026 Kale.
Okay.
Then after 2026, the alliance on Harajel and Sao Kiranya. Current government in all.
Okay. Ngado jibe. Assalamu alaikum. Enem barambali to do ani ben klikami. Allô? Ah? Juma? Ibrahima kango man senade ela diamo man senea maje tabeta makatile nabe makat sometimes kamane bagale okay
Omar ni headset use ye headphone o do wala fanambe isaje se moy non teke moy le clearly bari te boke moy
okay do fele ngota assalamu alaikum na moy ni mbal jumalo
Allo c'est Mamimba
ini mbaram be moy kan jumalam
Ndara Omar Fati.
Omar Fati. Okay, bismillah program kono Omar.
Okay, ngawa kul konton DJ di jaw.
Okay.
And pipeline in ka amanje follow itel mel benin ko koma outside Gambia. Nti amera ning as a keno inyan ka kepa yitandile. Cairo sabatin dikang. Cairo ite membe Cairo sabatin dikang. Ite manyan na kala muti menyan da nukunna. Ila simpada nyim bete atal. Bar ni mo flas indi tetel kono tel koyta. Bar dol mel tetel koma mol mo long. As a ko dun no mol sondo mo tole.
Okay.
So nte amera mbada na ngamere nyanta ko ko indile. So nimboto do lafra la do ne contribute la o mitol fonle poteke. An sai itel manne na tara sirin ron kama ko be katala le yeka fundi nyoma ni ka fundi nyoma sai ko mitol fonle bulu onkul
mbe moy kan
jamala hansa nyanta kafule ma okay jamala hansa nyanta kafule male meliya lon ko idoya te kafura mama wala kublando ka sono ya ayeta ni sono ko nyim banko be da men sai 61 years in ko soto every day political banko dimbo kumbo kan nel kana si do balla classo to wal kayirwa banko dimbo be dikango on bala faltina
abaraka bak layno be sirim bak abaraka do fana fele sokon assalamu alaikum
wa alaikum salam
na moy ni mbara jumalam Usman Diouf yes Usman bismillah
ni mbara ni mbara
yejo
yalon to ya ni mba fol ale ko nyo to après mo bala ñoo bari mbulo polo ama ali ñoo bari wala du ay ñoo bari mbulo ali di nuko mo buri ali la yudi fi kan tagi be la yudi fi kan ya la baro bonde je
okay
mo mun dira ko mo ben be ko ma wonde be France ni non la
okay okay Diouf abaraka baka do fanam fele so kono assalamu alaikum ini mbara juma
Usman Jama yura
ya Usman yes
ko tande
era drum
okay wala afo ye sabare la nyo kampare mo dira fo ya mi mbo da nje ko manto ko mo siara sai wala mo jollo le mo fa damo na finde na bare akoy siara sai o mili be wol ko gam na ma fu no gam no o ente jahal
okay
on daga gam no mi anko moli fa moli lonjang e mayene kala mo mi anko e abata ti wala mol me lom bak hani
okay
anda tala o mo jamal a ko ndi molma do sen banko data le molma e barato mo ko molma siya baake
okay
so ni pati ol siya ta so ibe nyo saba ka nyami aka banko fanga tama ya ka ko len no aka ta mo jewe aka siya mo ta so wala ko mo da faade be la pati baka
baraka
ya ko moli lo jang
okay
lagi ya pasa ba india mo si bang moli ala ba do fanga nya so
okay baraka baka Usman do fer assalamu alaikum
wa alaikum assalam
ini mbara jumalam
ini saja sanyan
saja bismillah
baraka baka be di jaw tendulam ba jeyla aman teren ko abe ke gambe di mo mem mata be nyim miro sotolale kul kamol kafu nyoma moli ke ngani aklinti ngani man sakunda jawo bondi banko kan alaw man teren ba tendulam ba jeyla wala balapta kuma kline tan la wala mu 2016 coalition of Malat was Sifala. Throughout the world, a coalition of that kind, even in the developed world, the party-led coalition, and it's always led by the largest party.
Okay.
It should be possible coalition where all the political parties are new in the arena. They are newly formed. They don't have a broad-based support in the country. But an established party, where there is an established party, broad-based structures all over the country, every village, every constituency.
Okay.
It's in a way the 2016 coalition that cannot be voted. Gambian will tell us flower Sipal.
Okay.
For us, Bala Pasoto, excuse me, Bala Pasoto, Gambia, let them come together. A small country like Gambia, why 19 political parties?
Okay.
They are self-interest, self-centered people. Among Gambia, comme le Kanu la Jipadani, the whole colony Adam Barrow invite the Kabitabe Dog Adam Barrow. Who knows for ruling party like a sponsor fan? For a party from Purgamola election. Thank you very much.
Baraka Saja, Assalamu alaikum. Hello.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Mbadi told one even kill me.
Shama Ibrahim Murana.
Okay, Ibrahim Jana, yes.
Yeah, more content. Dia jauh more content about Islam majel about.
Okay.
Simpa mental simpa kende wa anala mulu. Abi nyanda ala dana for opposition as you call.
Okay.
But in that in 2016 kanan misal wala ngoru koma o menke do ikala failure de molli misal wala.
O nyom kanat.
So manya san o repeat korasi.
Okay.
Then 2026 nyanda menkala dia jauh nyolbe menkala kan purka opposition ke kelin. Opposition ni men defang opposition ni na kafo Kering let's forget about that. Na sampulo ra Senegal bang misalo ra Senegal.
Okay.
Senegal idenda le tere kilindi mele person fasa dia fasa ko banda inara siyele kul kaje bala kelanga ya ko nyama.
Okay.
Alin fala ngo ta. Alin ha ko fonya be dami UDP is the second largest political party in the Gambia. Telling Padur member in Bangkok in 1996. Back and forth with the Bora Comaconia. Tani ni lafa nyanda ngenda kendala jawani kapu nyoma na moso moko nembe tanila o nyato kadio nyato. Tana jibe karibu ne kan awala ta zina no winbala adum legulo anu won kada nyam ni ko la nyama aba ada winale la support sa winale
baraka
ana soni italla na funi la support sa winale
baraka Ibrahim do fele assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Mbadi to do ani ben kilka mi yes Mr. J bismillah. Naam.
DJ Jawla ni penko initiative is very good. They are part of the opposition or the killing. Opposition warama ba wolem UDP. And lungaje ko ile nyaton ko experience totally manchakunda kono.
Okay.
Manchakunda mandunya ya lonne. Ba ka foreign minister kile amuta ka vice president. Ngata opposition of the coalition of the UDP kambindi ila keba ya kambindi.
Okay.
Wolem de miro.
Okay. Abaraka bake do fanan fele shokono. Assalamu alaikum. Hello.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam. Mbadi to do ani ben kilka mi.
Almamo da busumbara.
Yo almamo e kan cikande.
Yo me konto no baga.
Nyejo.
Apa ko tie ja man ledde. Wala don 26 another 3 months so and to another tie ja da mala kanyanda.
Okay.
Balagin baro jiola alama lende ba ji.
Okay.
Da odam malo da.
Okay. Abaraka dabo. Do fanam fele. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Akatu ila radio tala wala jam fala jumalam.
Ntalam Boubacar.
Boubacar
Silla Madiana.
Yo Boubacar bela moy kan.
Hadi.
Yo bismillah.
Allah ka tabe data.
Okay.
Baro kisi rawol kamem fo. Etel banko tanya jeje fang.
Ete kamem fo wo fo o yemem fo ani mo fo. Ete lafta mem fo la wo fo.
Okay. Baro be boylale.
Okay.
Asafe yalla ni Adam Baro boylale ka fa baro be winna baro de winno la. Ning ala sonda UDP be winnal.
Okay.
Nyeng men patiol be ya tra yela UDP ka UDP la winno be silo kanan.
Okay.
Membe ba fo kanko ni kwale sono manke baro be winna le wal filtale maade.
Okay. Abaraka.
Ni ala sonda yuri be winna ngen carré final.
Inshallah.
Okay.
Abaraka do fana fel ngam be commande la sabata la zone so kono bawo bantara mu man na so ninga sabata la muru Angleterre. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Inin bara jumala.
Salam sekan nam jalamba.
Yo sekan.
Yaro be.
Mbe jandro.
konto na base base
abela moy kan
idea ne sama na correct na base correct na base
okay
so de tra kankali ukenda bala ada sai na ramen problem ada sai como mo como problem majority e mo ko nan to la ela o kam
okay
so ja ha asa ne ni ko ko odan ko la candidate ne ke ni ko candidate amane walde
okay
but mo kala me ko ni pata so tambe wadu wadin ka sota ro jere mi yan ka ngi yawna har ci pati ni ka jelle ngolon
abaraka sekan abaraka die bita fotla jambar na second last caller min assalamu alaikum
Omar ni konta mbake anem panin DJ Musa Touré la mon téléphone konda
okay Mr Touré be la moy kan
mbe banko ken dol konda na di pati wo pi fanan ko
okay
so you adunda boy wadane
about ala agenda beti ata bak
okay
gambia bete momento na kafunyo ma mo be parti ngol be kafu UDP ma UDP la mo parti bak
okay
UDP la mo parti bak nim parti wala ni la fa ko nga gambia bonde gambia be ala halo mendo itol fo be alo ne parti no la menta beta UDP la parti membe loren kabrin na 96 o metela o parti metela ko parti do no la mendo divide no la jang
baraka sane
yo sai ngam tan gambian ko be dani la MPP MPP de kado no de ko ke le ba de parti o parti be loren ide ka fu UDP ma Usain Dabo e banko mara
baraka sane ko ata ko final ko assalamu alaikum
Assalamu alaikum.
Ini mbara jumalam.
Bogala.
Naam.
Ila ustaz Dumbuya.
Ustaz Dumbuya. Ustaz. Bismillah program ko ne bela moy kan.
Okay.
Ayra.
La moy kan. Na biye jawala ko moy de. Ay ko ken ne balle ko di. Le men da na bu do be ke kinji.
Okay.
O sem patio be de ke kinji. Yin talantala yo bula ni kira kiri ya ta semo dia
okay
bani ma ke kan kiri semo sura
okay
de be ya ma la wala ke kan kiri
okay
uso patio men be banko ka be kan be kiri
okay
ya ye semo sura
inshallah
bani mo ke fue ka kiri lo ha e semo sura
okay
yo mtu assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh
wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi ya ustaz abaraka back to Liverpool Mr. Bojan bismillah
Umar Farsen sabali e kolin kele fa batata manduna nata nin jannela mbadungate ke last call ati jam assalamu alaikum Fatu
alaikum salam pa nge kontonga seku mar kontonga DJ jawo konton ngai be programme la moy kanne nga try gambia le nyawo nyanka dunno la ino minna man dunno ala nata ninyin fananga palantero le nyori biwo kany ndun tani wolto
Binata ni Angleterre la bismillah.
Ni Angleterre la bari ni moto di man so flight wala ya flight o buka bala.
Bismillah program so bismillah.
Kay pa ngayla dun tamala kumo moy la kumo lu ñi ñaata.
Alhamdulillah.
Bari inte man ta diamula politique parti leader soliede. Inte be diamula carte faylale. Yaaje man din ko to bata kolon kono bulola gondi la ñanta batala. Gambia di wala lali nyaayele carte fayla la lali nyaayele namu jola la lali nyaayele school jolanu dani di lanu wallahi milliya lonko itolle ke di wala karambu ngol joy tolle ke di wal feto pate tolle ke di wal jarani kudanta ala so ala lon ko nyim politique parti leader li be kilinta nyili kono mimbe jam halli ngadi wala karambu kilinta nyili kono min ke mira di wala soma lonkel kilinta nyili kono min ke mira adi wadu na kuranta ba jarala min tole woltita noto ni me di wal samano to babu istano private loktano to ani ko suto wuli tan di wal be wala jola la ramate ba jono o ta tol mi mujjande njayolti atol mi musenalality atol min di wal katani bagwela lali nyaayela tolle nyanta nyimma sakunda dan hey adama baro moma kon kam adam baro leti lo ma la limit la soto ali ngam sakunda fali nga karan ali ngam baro jindi nin karte ke sola jindi o min stane ata wech ni yamo yensu nyaalo o mu kuri ngolet kanun ko warata hibu ka o sunyalo nim politique parti leader soli man la fi kala nyokan tol yali nyaayele ali yesi alla bungo kono nin karte fa boko soma e mala filala nyokan la jibe tonya be damin to mi du mala sutiyata baro bondo police station ko la karte ke so di o mari la jibe du mala sutiyata bi ka baro bondi kan tunimi ya mira bi tonya mo be sale be kira embe alo ne UDP lam majority to banko ka mo la pita putta persina mo boyindi ini UDP le bela ala nyoka woto ni moli kanalo e Kenya tilinko la fita coalition olale ni UDP se dennole bari UDP la leader mala fiola woto eta mari man UDP la leader ko yefa wala konde imman leader ko yefa wala konde kan tu senda mo man sayata mom man saya bi wobe dami ka kana mu muri wal sabalundi nole ko peke min belori la dimba la kola ali mira la tsomana sero ke ngabaro la maralo dan ni karte ka sola wallahi nimbaro continue ta o banko nim yari mire kam mo le kene so be sama jela kele nole
Baraka bake pase. Thank you so much. Wala kedan last quality mo jurumo le nata
ye muso bula la kew fana nata
Omar keba mo bondi je bi na last quality mo
keba bisim
donc ba sabal sinki finan min tembol Gambia banko kan mantara dula kini mantara banko kini sain tembari mbe nyono malan kombe mbukal la man programme ni la moy
okay
no legi ko man na ga calcul fe lanka fotan ko ma ndim bori bal na tawali ala yake ngamoy pa ye programme kuma bake andung ye kufo mbenen tilo kono biten katun bi mbebe men foka wala ni 2026 ne alon ka telebe kala anora general election oti mobe be mira kan ne ko Gambia be lala bulu jumale kan andu Gambia be tara al hal jumale kan atinna kiskisir lawo karte faylao mew men ni Gambia la ko be concentring hani baro abe mira kan ne ko munebe kala anda nyanta kala nyame ni mu bobe la nyantole ti bari démocratie korta Gambian ko bulu baki katu ni démocratie mo ka analyze nyamen atinna la sa démocratie bon nabe kumbola akafale ay wali wo Gambia intelligent democracy nga define nyamen abarta bake bawo alinga jube bang tonya kamem foko benga la nyo kan nga hakili kilimo soto ba men ya lon ko nyimma sakunda man tar taku kan so ke mira ke wala bang yela hakilo la nyo kan bawo tolbe ka kuma kilimo le foko ntolde nanyabo man tarani masakunda la tamandri nyato jikobe nyela ko nin tol ngan na hakilma samaran tolle tabe bitale tati uni atinna o molu da malu te kachano le kamben o ja halo warta bat yaje nyime atinna karte faylalu jamabi je fanan ika hakili fula soto ka foko dinu kamun kibar le samana dinu kamun kumale fo kadu nin atare kamben fo wala beto mune atinna kadu momo na daga bulen tamantara masa nyini lade ndena tale furuka na banko defend ni na ta kele banko defend andu wolen tonyati kamem fo sai muna atinna tol membe ta kuma kilo fo ko nyimma sakunda jawlati andu ngambe dingol be batarin mune batinna kacha baliya sik sotono fo nyin kamante nyo fahamno la nyin jahalo warta bake andu nyin nyanta nganyo minka nganyo londi kukande wotombe dandiro kala gambian ko lu bela ko alinde nga hakilo ke kiloti ngani selfish interest bondje mbenga lenne ko jumale sembo wata jumate mennu kalbo ko sembe wata jang to nyen drolem wonu sembo wata nyoti alanga sembo la nyokan o sembe noni sembe balu alinga la sembe balu kan o pusro be sono ala dina ka foko hambe kanembe fenkata atonya lambe kanembe mu gambe dingol andum gambe mu bela consignet bal nyenta jubele mun si silo sono yandi ala barakabat
baraka tele kata final ko la telefono die telefono be kuma kan karo be bare ngamuru Angleterre pa bismillah
baraka bake se Umar nge tentu nge jay famfang nga commander lal fanan tentu nge jay famfang ngalo mo jama la fita commander o kada so bi fa ya tande de ko jama opposition coalition o muida interest area de commune je muida sula ko balati pour opposition o de kenan kelente bismillah ni mo de kaden kacala ye mo fanan nadia mo de mini commander o ke bi butung ngalon ko dole nyenen karo ke dole kafundango ke dole la miro sambanan watu banda mari mi sababe bolle pour den gambian ko de kacha ye mem moy commander lalla kuma kam
abarka bake pa nga mola contribution al moyle adum interesting na bak in fact ila contribution abuko yentol encourage leka memmen kan tol finance continue wala dal way itande because abuko banko bele d'accord ko there is need for opposition coalition or important bake amen for drong I mean ni party be la symbol nati party bal nim party ningol ni tol be denta definitely wobe effective la bake asikeno party killing isa keno bari dal denga mera ni tol dentale wotole sembo be sala adum fenkilin fanan taratantun la negotiation to apex wale muko I mean coalition probably objective is ka President Barrow Bondije bari wo manke ala objective damati I mean it's possible coalition or a form I mean still President Barrow sina will was it possible no although tenga mera ko ni tol benata nyola definitely la sembo abe warla bakela so it would be difficult for Barrow just to walk over them but in case ni waketa fana and mami ko I mean opposition o nyanta collapse la jele because I mean mechanism te nyanta kela in place even near I mean opposition the coalition has lost the presidential elections is it an offering for the National Assembly elections because near National Assembly definitely I mean we got from a lame duck President Barrow Bekela because near assembly control the legislature ala fente pass no la namang I mean negotiate with the opposition so it's important I mean just kanela just mind on the presidency other I mean factors I mean other areas of the government are important tabakele so coalition nyanta will put into consideration not only the presidency but the National Assembly and the municipalities and all other things will be important and will be control because memo will control itele government control so important tabakele will be nyanta negotiations menketa nyanta kela between the parties
Abaraka bake DA science so yes saro di ngalon ko nyinde kala na kacha laba ko this is just the beginning nyamo dati dulati bade mvanamba fero be kala la kaje ko kari wo kari kali sambadan jang kali nyinen ka mune be kere so mfanan ngala so opportunity dinna bade kacha dati tale ni te bota jang nyin kacha be continue le online more be continue la ko comment nyinde kala na kacha laba on te bal sambala na kotek Barsai ise mune be kene la kuma da bawon tin program kono ani se sarodi isa je ngadan jam fo wati kote.
Abarka bake pang kontanta bake purkana Mengbe Kering jang aning because yemen for drogila introduction te intele inside the license for this radio station and it
Oh
TV
yes. Oh, yes.
so I feel proud ninga fengal jeme alonko at least I contributed in its creation and other things so well I mean happy to bake purkana jang and I can assure you every time ninga opportunities so memurla nanja wote intekela na labanti mau
Inshallah.
so men kela for men for la Gambian control I mean the objective of Apex wala mo ka opposition coalition no dada ke makoy dal opposition parties ke makoy si tabul killing ya kacha it all d'accord tamen men whatever form of coalition it all d'accord tamen I mean Apex has no problem with that. Apex na interest wale mike na tinyola itole kacha ni tol d'accord rafa ben asikeno. But it's important dal for political formation be all parties melon ko mantra Barola Grand Coalition. They are welcome at the Apex coalition initiative. Adunga men for fanang I mean group all men they are also working on this thing. Tol ni be try ko kacha ka jibe dal Besa Sabanyola, running killing Momo by Savala, Dula Dota Karadula, or maybe what a sembo dila mola, but in told based on Nyata Nyola, Casabanyola, maybe all of a sembo dila bella. But it definitely in content about a purkatra in program.
Abaraka bake DA gate and to ngejai come DA afonyami dabe yele rinne bundane ne mansorom and lata ko ning coalition opposition sotota aseket fan dolbe grand coalition be bola nanjele yena la Apex la platform oto kaje ko Cameroon back to opposition coalition walla mbe DA tentra mbaja ila famfam bari nyimbe tata nata be mu banku do quality ne ajibe suo kuta andun kabira futara birika matata wota jidoto kuntung ani birika mala traffico be nyamin tumando bi jembe DA sambala na kote wati kote nga birika nga banko fana na traffico kacha bayrin silolu be dada kan wala mu nyinko men na major projects bare hani bi silolu man sila kuobo idi tata dawda traffic congestion ole bije. And the point of correction, na burfutun ko minkera Ibrahimati, ateka for the DJ and the DA, Demba Ali Jao DA, amanke DJ, alkana for na bosi DJ, is DA Jao. so lawa mala DA ngeten to ngi jayi fampang na lamo lali beten to ngali jayi fampang ani mini alon koy commandiro ke ani hani bi mini alon koy be commandiro ke kan bari mandu no laftaka dum bari wata jamale ka commande bari dantan wala ka dunno ngali hakodade bari ngal tentu ngali jayi mbe manso tento lamba jayi lamba wadanda tento ani jayro ani warandro mi alon ka mandan lasoto katuko na nyinya wala Mengbe Kering ngadati natele tosano wala andung na dani fonsa kumfane alhamdulillah rabbil alamin afere bi fana wo kenye wala sa tento nga jayi nga warandi tentro ani njero ani warandiro mi yalon ko amandan lasudo kala kiro brande ko bide na nyinya wala to min yalon ko wolle bulo ben ko to sponsor la fanala wala supersonics money transfer wala ni lafte la ko do itaria tanko itaraja ni lanaya ibakila ni ndamina wala supersonics money transfer anna tere kanunte don pamudo bojam bi fanan Mengbe Kering nga sata wala nyama
butungo mbadiŋol mbe mo be salamu la a togo na kontoŋo la mba fula mole ko tonya fo tumo sita muna ko bono mu batiyol ti bari nyakulu malo kalero kono mu ba kunkolo fangoleti kuno dampaŋo na siŋo me kuno nafa kuno yo lonne butungo mba fola a nyanta fola nyame butungo Mengbe Kering mba fola wala nyama Mengbe Kering, ma funa wuli nyama, muna Mengbe Kering yo, ma satala wuli nyama, muna Mengbe Kering, ma funa wuli nyama, muna Mengbe Kering yo, ma satala.
Dabos apartment ni sabatital je dorom bane holong hakili tenkumo anin tanko mbali dami wolom banjulun din sate konoti dami yalon ko manjamfa airport ola andu minute killing wala benning silaba tema nyindulato dunga bunkono ba sotalele ka fami master bedroom woni bunkono fula me yalon ko wolom 2 bedrooms ti andun nyim bunkono lu be ibeni fansun jonko ngolong nata swimming pool o sotale me yalon ko wata diate ise kuje internet o Gambia problem olonde barin tolla nyindula nga fast internet la soto me yalon ko 24/7 kabo somonda kata fanyo somonda na fenso nga beke electric fence olati bari man na da wala nga modu fana londi jele min yalon ko wala mo security guards ti pour kaje ko itala tanko be kumayare mbulo kono nyaadile wala badi ngulu na lafta nyin apartment ola kasabati je foy nata do ko le labang wala foy nata holiday le labang alse booking kenole kan kumandi 727-1887 Dabos apartment mfelale airport obala Dabos apartment nyinna mo dinkrati dame yalon ko ni sabati taji abe mo hakili tenku ngolati anin tanko wallan kamune batu alngambore ne lafta do kola anyanda kala do ko kendolati sakoninga na bungol lo fokaba nyinna ya sabu KJ Glass and Aluminium Company Limited inata pour kanda handi kana bungol kenye bunkendolati alla sula kuolo ninga nata nying aluminium stainless steel chubolo anila accessories manada wala nyinne security bundal mini alon ko kabonan toki ni wol solon dorong mobu ka woli yele no fay fam bari manada wala fananga bunkono to bundal sotale le ka fami bedroom doors inila complete frame wall aluminium bundalo puro alla jonkongolo anin kobotolu puro alla wanyolo kono fengo fenni atara wero le ka doko nganyimbe kale le kabrim famfelen dangol lomba alla sane andi dolalto kamol mol kasimeno lukan anila joran kotangol be nga floor tile fanan sotale 30 by 30 and 40 by 40 bare manna da walan kamurun ka wall tile fanan sotale le nyindi grato do nenyi fengol sang nga luxury delivery kele wolom ka fengol samba foite fongo be dami nga murun nga free installation o ke fengol le ka be pose bare fanan ni lafta project financing option na wolom nyindi ko kodo tebulu ise ya adomondi jole nga adomondi ke fo janne wato me yalon ko abe banna na nyin ko min be faleten ntel fangole kanyul be topoto Gambia jang walla nin alafta kuma koyo moyla nyin ko beto alnan na kundato latel kunda sabiji bambo garaso nyatile wala leta Brikama Gambia College nyatile wala hanibi alin kumandi 9892570 wala +220 7892570 wala hanibi ali email kjglass@hotmail.com.
ñepp d'accord nañ ne lekk dafa war a baax te sell la moo tax nga war a bàyyi xel si li nga jënda bul seet rek ne damay jënda waaye sooy jëndal Jeja products yoo xam ne amut morom si biir Gambia amal nañ leen tamaate loxoti bu baax chili pepper mooy kaani bu neex te saf te nag amal nañ leen lii di ndox boo xam ne ndox bi set na te sell na amal nañ leen qualité bu baax si suñu bagage si njëg bu yomba pour am yi ma la limal nii si Jeja products demal si suñ marché yi si taabul yi ak bitig yi nekk si biir réew mi yëpp foo dem di nga am lii di Jeja products te yii yëpp nag si biir réew mi fii lañ leen defaree te mu ànd ak qualité fekk ñu si suñ makkaan ba bu nekk Banjul Ding si Mengbe Kering highway bi yaa xam ndax da ngay jënda benn di retail wala wholesale waxtaanal ak suñ customer care service team bi si ndomba yii nii
785-6196 723-3827 781-7023 wala 236-9697.
Jeja products taste good.
butongo mbadi ngol mbe mo be salamola ato na kontongola